Good afternoon and welcome to Mike and the Hoss on Wolfeboro Community Television. I'm Mike Danais.
And I'm Charlie Hossack.
Charlie, we have a lot of stuff to talk about this week. So, this summer when we were going, it was a little lean as far as things, and we have a full slate, so I want to get right to it.
Let's do it.
So, Kingswood, before we really get going, my middle school students, they had one match this year, and they wanted me to mention that they won their match against Oyster River.
Good for them.
So,
congratulations to the middle school.
Middle school golf team.
Good.
High school golf teams going to the playoffs.
Oh, wow, that's awesome.
That's next Thursday. We got to get Coach Fuller in.
Yeah.
We got to get.
What's the format of the playoffs? This?
Barely. Barely. They're going to. So each team brings eight players.
Okay.
And they add up. They play 18 holes, and they add up their scores, and they play the Stableford format, which is they get a certain point based on what they get. So, for instance, a par is worth 3 points, a birdie's worth 4 points, and so on. And so they add up their points, and the team with the highest points wins.
Cool.
I think Kingswood is in that fifth or sixth spot. I believe 8 teams make the playoffs.
All right.
The boys don't have to go to school that day. It's down at Sky Meadow. It's an all-day event. Play 18 holes. Tough life they have.
Yeah,
isn't
that's
it?
great.
So they're in the playoffs. I know they're doing a lot of practicing this week. Volleyball is going to be. It looks like they're in the playoffs.
Yeah.
They're doing really well.
They're doing very well.
We keep talking about having Coach Place come in.
Yeah. Saw Coach Place again the other day. I see her typically on Sundays at baseball games.
Yep.
So we'll get her in here. She wants to come in.
I know. Yeah.
So.
Field hockey. It doesn't look like they're going to be in the playoffs this year.
Okay.
They are still struggling, so we better have Coach Riley in before the playoffs because they're not going to be in this year.
Right, and they play tomorrow.
They're in the games. They are in the games. They're having just a tough time putting the ball in the net. And scoring is, I know defense wins championships, and that topic's going to come up later. I'm not going to spoil it for you. But you got to put the ball in the net, too.
Yeah, you do.
You got to figure that out.
You need to score.
The game that we did, we broadcast one of the field hockey games. I don't know when it aired on the station.
Right.
Abby Kelly had 2 goals.
Yeah.
They didn't have a problem putting the ball in the net.
They went 2-1 and in overtime. Yeah, a lot of fun.
So, Coach Riley certainly has a great defensive system. We just need to complement that with a little bit of scoring, too.
Right.
Football lost to Guilford last week.
They did. I was there. So that was they got to an early lead. They were up, 14-6 at the end of the first quarter.
Wow.
And the wheels kind of fell off a little bit after that. They were missing Matt Drew, who is obviously one of their star running backs and middle linebacker. So you could see not having Matt impacted both sides of the ball. But Kingswood, the part about Kingswood that we've talked about all season is they fought right to the end. They never gave up. Good spirits, and Coach Landry's done a nice job with that team as far as building a great team culture.
You're in the know, Coach. First of all, is Matt Drew going to be back this week for homecoming?
Questionable still. He's got an ankle sprain, and it's really day to day, and he certainly doesn't want to injure it anymore.
So he's not practicing at this point.
Well, he's out there, but I think it's limited.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was dressed for the Guilford game, and he actually went through warm-ups and wanted to participate, but just wasn't able to.
Well, that's a good sign. So maybe for this week he'll be ready to go.
Right.
Plymouth is not the Plymouth that we've seen in the past.
No. We've got 2 losses.
They've got 2 losses, which is like a decade's worth for Plymouth.
Yeah.
And do the Knights have a shot here? Do they? I mean, I know they have a shot. Obviously, they have a shot.
Obviously, any given Friday night, right? So I mean, Plymouth's still an extremely tough team, though. I mean, their 2 losses. I mean, they were against Bow and Kennett, and we know that Bow is going to be a playoff team, and Kennett is also currently undefeated. So they lost to 2 very good football teams. So I mean, I don't know. Anything can happen on Friday night. You get a few turnovers, and the ball, gets into the end zone for the Knights. Who knows? You just never know. And I think if any team is ready, Coach Landry he'll have his team ready.
Okay. Soccer boys, soccer girls. I know you're close to the soccer boys team as Jonathan plays on the boys team.
Right. So they have a game tonight after we're done filming.
Pelham. Actually, I saw Mr. Raposa and Mr. Hossack come in and see me after school today.
Nice.
And we talked about their Pelham.
They're playing Pelham.
Pelham, right.
Pelham
and
Pythons.
That's pretty good.
Yep.
That's a winnable game for them.
It is.
And I think when we had the coach in at the beginning of the year, he marked that one on the schedule as one of the games that he thought they should be able to compete in.
Right.
They have 3 games. We looked at some common opponents, and I want to say it was Kearsarge. They played Kearsarge.
They did play Kearsarge.
They lost. The Knight boys lost 6-0, and Pelham lost 5-0.
Right.
So
we'll see. It should be evenly matched.
Yeah.
And, so that's tonight, and then you know they still have Kennett and Plymouth again.
Yeah.
And those are games that should be competitive.
It would be nice to see them get one.
Yeah.
Just get one.
Absolutely.
Nobody wants to have a season where they don't
Right.
get one. The girls do have one, but it's pretty much the same thing that we talked about last week. They're having trouble putting the ball in the net also.
They are.
But they're getting better.
Absolutely.
We watched one of their games, and you watch their games a little bit more than I do.
Yep.
And there seems to be improvement, and seems to be the right attitude out there too.
Definitely. Yeah. And I think hopefully they'll get another win before the end of the season.
Okay. All right. We did not talk about last week. Are we good with Kingswood Sports? Have we
think
missed
so.
anything?
I think
cross country.
Cross country's doing well. I saw a little blip I saw on Twitter. I know that the boys and girls team are both doing well. I mean, I think we need to get more of an update. Maybe we'll just reach out to Coach Arsenal and Coach Place, and they could maybe just email us something.
All right. And we wrapped up the bass fishing season last week.
Yeah, that was fun. So we still need to find. We didn't really wrap it up because they're competing because the twin state
That's right.
competition. So there's still a chance that Cam Yates and Jared Dearborn could make nationals.
That's right.
So we need to find that out.
That's right. And there was a lot of great information
Yeah.
from Coach Gagne last week about bass fishing, things that we did not know.
I know.
So it was
That's
nice to
great.
learn something. All right. Anyway, last week we went through our show and we were flying through it and we were talking to Coach Gagne and everything like that. We forgot about a season that was starting.
A season that was starting.
The Bruins.
Oh, hockey. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, we're switching to pro sports.
We're
Sorry,
switching-
I was still
we're
stuck on
switching
Kingswood.
over.
Like, we missed the Kingswood sport?
No. The Bruins
Yeah, the
started
Bruins.
last week.
Yeah.
And
they're undefeated.
we didn't talk about them at all
No.
this fall.
No.
Why?
I don't know.
I do. I think we're scorned. I think we're scorned from that Game 7 loss.
Okay. All right.
And I think we just put them away and we just I can't deal with them right now. And we put them away for 4 months.
It's a good point. And we were so hyper-focused on the Red Sox.
We were.
So now we can talk about Bruins.
We can. And
All right.
like you said, they're undefeated right now. They're 2-0.
Yep.
They're a tough start to the season as far as their schedule is brutal. They're starting out west. We know what that did to the Red Sox when they
Right.
started out west.
Right.
They beat Dallas and Phoenix.
Yeah, the Avalanche. No, I'll make it that. That's Colorado. No, they beat the
Coyotes, which is Phoenix.
Which is Phoenix.
Yeah, which is Phoenix.
Or is it Arizona now?
It might be Arizona.
I think it's Arizona
Might be
now.
Arizona. They might have-
Coyotes.
maybe
Yeah,
they
it's
might have gone
Arizona.
regional.
Coyotes.
But those are two big boy wins.
Yeah, huge wins.
Out west opened the season. Dallas is a Stanley Cup contender. I don't know exactly if Arizona is or not.
I don't know. And I know I did watch part of the Arizona game, and Tuca didn't even play net.
No, they have a great. Halak is a great
Yeah.
backup goalie.
Absolutely.
These are low-scoring games. I mean, their total goals for the season is 3-1.
Yeah.
So Halak had a shutout,
Yeah,
1-0.
shutout. Yeah.
So hopefully the Bruins can start putting the puck in the net too. I'm concerned about the Bruins though, for the same reason I was concerned about the Red Sox.
I have a response to this though. Can I have a response? So the reason is that they're pretty much bringing back the same team. All right.
That's very
so
good.
So they're bringing back the same team, but this is, I think, the difference. The Bruins didn't win it all. There's still more. They didn't win that Game 7. They didn't get the cup.
Yeah.
So I don't think it's the same as the Red Sox coming back after winning a championship.
That's a great argument to justify that.
So I feel like it's okay. I mean,
Okay.
what are your thoughts about that?
Well, I just,
Yeah.
I didn't even think like that. I didn't even think that they didn't win. I just thought, oh my God, it's the same group. And we went, the taste in my mouth was so bad from the Red Sox.
Yeah.
And we dumped on them all year long. You just brought the same group. There was no fire. There's no fire.
Right.
But you make a great point that they didn't win. You're bringing back the same team that almost won.
Yeah. I mean, almost. So
We're going to talk about the Bruins a little bit later on.
they play tonight. They're in Vegas.
They're in Vegas
Tonight.
against the Golden Knights, who are a really good team.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny because I wish, you know this about me, but 3 years ago, I was not a hockey fan. Had no interest in hockey. And all of a sudden, I can't get enough hockey now. I mean, thanks to you and thanks to the Kingswood. It's been awesome. I love the sport.
I'm a hockey player since the
Sure.
time I walked. And my boys obviously played hockey. Your daughter plays hockey.
Right.
Playoff hockey.
Oh,
it's just
awesome.
playoff hockey so much, college hockey. It's just great to
I love
watch.
it. So thank you.
All right, Patriots. Let's talk about the Patriots.
Sure.
Are they? Why are we not happy about this 5-0 team?
Yeah, because they've had a couple games that they've struggled against teams that
Really, 33-7.
Well,
Is that struggling?
Well, it's funny. You know, the way I guess it's because we're such Patriots fans. Yeah, it was a struggle. I think it was a struggle. I know at the end of the day, 33-7 is not a struggle, but the beginning of the game,
Yeah.
it was a struggle. They struggled through the first half. Can we say that? And then they opened it up.
The other team's NFL players too.
Yeah,
The other team
I
has
know.
NFL head coaches. They're all getting paid.
Yeah.
They work under the same salary cap.
Yeah.
Why? Is it just that we're just so programmed as Patriots fans that if they don't score on every single drive and be perfect, then we're down on them? Then we're like, what's the matter?
I'm disappointed if you go 3 and out. I mean, I'm disappointed. I'm like, are you kidding me?
Yeah. What is the matter
Yeah,
with
what
them?
is what this? You know, that's the end of the season. You know, that's I always I agree. I think what are your thoughts about that old argument of are they going to go 19-0
This year? I don't think so.
No.
I was thinking that earlier this year,
Yeah.
but their offensive line is so damaged.
I mean, really damaged.
Yeah, it's not good, and you and I are on the same page as far as when it comes to football. It starts with the line.
Yeah.
You can have all the weapons that you want, but if you don't have time,
Yeah.
and you're dealing with a 42-year-old quarterback right now, who can't. I mean, he takes hits really well.
Sure.
There seems to be some dissension in the ranks there, where Brady's unhappy about what he has,
Right.
whether it's receivers, whether it's the line. They're not running the ball. I don't think it's Sony Michel's fault. I think it's the line. Some of the stuff, the guys that you counted on, the Marcus Cannons of the world and the Shaq Masons, are
Right.
getting blown back into the quarterback.
They are, and you don't have a blocking tight end.
You don't have a blocking tight end. You have a guy that's on his 7th team at left tackle,
Yeah. Yeah.
protecting the greatest quarterback who ever lived.
Right.
It's scary. I think the offensive line is scary. They don't seem to be panicking about it. They're probably going to win the next 2 games. They have the Giants and the Jets.
Sure.
I'm going to win to the game on Thursday, by the way.
Are you really?
Yeah, I just bought the tickets.
Oh,
today.
nice.
Yeah, Sam and I are going to go down. But it's when they start playing, other teams
Yeah.
that have really good defenses and an offense,
Yeah.
they're in trouble.
Yeah.
I think they're in trouble.
Number 1 defense in the league, though.
Yes, I know they look unbelievable.
The
The
defense is amazing. Yeah.
but who are they playing? And
Oh,
I know
I
you
get that.
bring that argument
I get
out
that,
there.
but
and-
you already said they're
and
playing other
they're
NFL
playing NFL
players.
teams. I know. I'm going back and forth
Yeah.
on this. I
Yeah.
think it gives you pause though on.
Now let's look at some of the other teams. So Dallas, at the beginning of the season, looked good. They don't look so good anymore. The Chiefs, beginning of the season, looked okay. They don't look so good anymore.
They're missing 2 big weapons.
I understand.
Okay.
I mean, the Patriots are pretty much missing an offensive line. So
Point.
so I don't know. I'm not. Forget the 19-0 thing, but I think the Patriots have such a good defense that even with a struggling offense, they're going to continue to win games.
Yes. I think they're going to
Yeah.
win games. I think they're going to still probably win 14 games.
Yeah. Are we going to be on or 14-2? Is that okay for you?
I'm going to be miserable for those 2 games that they lose.
Oh,
I'm going to
yeah.
be like,
So
it's
going to
over.
be a terrible
It's
week.
over.
Yeah. This is awful.
I'm not going to
Yeah.
want to listen to anything or read any
Yeah,
sports when they
right.
lose, and all the people are going to come out of the woodwork saying, they're done, they're falling
Brady
off the
fell
cliff,
off the cliff, yeah,
all
right.
that kind of stuff. So, I don't know. I just, it's just interesting. Now, little news that kind of surprising. We're all geared up for Benjamin Watson coming
Yeah.
back, and they release
And they
him.
release them. Gone.
And Belichick
Yeah.
said that they didn't have a roster spot for him.
Yeah. Which is interesting.
I mean, don't you have 2 tight ends right now that?
Yeah.
So why no room for Benjamin Watson? They need him. He can block.
Yep. He
can
understands the
catch.
system. He's
He
been in the
understands
system.
He's that veteran,
Yeah.
reliable guy that Brady certainly is looking for. How come?
And he still wants to play.
Yeah.
I mean, you saw his tweet last night.
Yeah.
He thanked the organization and wants to continue to play. It's interesting. Don't we have that 3rd quarterback still?
Yeah, we do.
Yeah. So it's
Is
like,
he on the practice squad? He's on the practice squad, though.
okay, they moved into the practice
Yeah,
squad.
I think he's on
But,
the practice squad. But they, signed Jordan Richards off the streets.
Right, yeah.
Like they needed another safety on defense. I mean,
Yeah, it's
they're
interesting.
pretty
So what? I
stacked.
mean, what do you think? Why Why no Ben Watson?
I think that they're gearing up for a big move, and I think that I don't know what his salary was.
Gronkowski?
I think Gronk could be one, but I think a receiver or a lineman.
Yeah.
I think there's somebody that's going to be high profile. That's probably going to demand a little bit of money. They shot themselves in the foot with the Antonio Brown thing.
Yeah.
Whether you wanted to keep him or you didn't want to keep him, they still gave them $9 million.
Right.
And that's whether they end up giving him that money or not, it's going to count against their salary cap, and it really reduces what they can do.
Yeah.
It's kind of their petty cash money and they make a lot of moves as the year goes on, and they got to have some flexibility in money.
Right.
They are a little older than they've been in the past. So I think that there's going to be a move. The trade deadline is about 2 weeks away.
Right.
I do think there's going to be some
And
moves.
just speaking of the Gronk thing, he just signed a contract with Fox, so we're going to see him as an analyst this week. I mean, that means nothing. I mean, he can come back and play.
I don't think that means nothing.
But it'll be interesting to see Gronk on TV.
I think he's desperately trying to stay in the news and keep his profile up, and the best way to keep his profile up is probably going to be to come back and play.
Yeah, definitely.
Celtics.
Sure.
Talk some Celtics real quick.
Yeah.
They had their preseason game the other day. One of my students went to the preseason game.
Oh, yeah?
And did you see the reception when Taco
Oh, my goodness,
Ball
yeah. Did you see
came
that
out?
some of the fans dressed as tacos?
Oh, yeah.
And it's so exciting. I mean,
They have to keep him.
absolutely.
They
You
have
got to
to
keep
keep
him. And he played well. You see some of his actual game highlights. The guy could play basketball.
He's huge.
Yeah.
How can you not play
Yeah.
well basketball?
Yeah,
when
I mean,
you're
he's not.
7'7"?
I mean, I think we said this before. He's not going to play. He'll probably play positional type. Go in for we need you for this or need you for that. But
Maybe, I don't know.
even if you need him for 18, 20 minutes,
I mean, you stick him in the paint and he blocks everything.
he does.
And he almost had to kneel down to dunk a ball. He was
Yeah.
he's just so big, but he seems to be a lot of fun, and he's bought into the Boston community. He's
Yeah.
done a lot of stuff already, and he's not even technically totally on the roster yet.
It's really exciting.
I hope they don't send him to the Red Claws. I really don't.
No, they should. Yeah, they should find space to keep him.
How many do they keep on the roster? It's like 15.
Yeah, and so speaking of tickets, so I've got 2 games already that I'm going to.
Oh,
So
wow.
I'm hoping to be able to see Taco Fall. So that's
Well, you could probably go to the Red Claws for a lot cheaper and see Taco Falls.
I probably could go to but we're hoping that he's not going to end up there.
All right. There's a lot of excitement around the Celtics, though.
Oh, yeah.
Besides the Taco Mania,
Yeah.
there's
I mean-
a lot of excitement.
Yeah, I think this is a team similar to a few years ago that they're a playoff team, but they might even be a deep playoff team. As long as people obviously can stay healthy, you say that about every team, but as long as there's no drama, and I don't think there's anyone in that locker room that can create drama.
No, I think that, and their opening comments of the year was that our job is to go out and play basketball, period, end of story.
Yeah.
And that was it. And that came from Jaylen Brown, who's, taking on some sort of a leadership role.
Right.
And this team needs to shut up and play basketball, and
Yeah.
they got to repair a lot of things from last year. Most of it was not on the guys that are left, though.
Right.
The people that caused the drama are playing in China on Thursday. So I think it's going to be good for them to be out of the Kyrie Irving
Right.
drama.
Yeah,
and it
that
seems
drama
that,
will be gone.
Kemba Walker seems to be a little bit more of just a basketball player. So
it's exciting. I mean, that season starts soon as well.
all right, we're playing a game today.
I know. I love games. I hope we do better in this game than we did last week.
Look at the graphics these guys did for us.
Ooh, good take, bad take.
with
Mike and the Hoss.
You like that?
I like that.
All right, so let's see what the first one.
so we hope- who we
Wait,
give
let me
credit? We
describe it. Don't put it up
Before
there
the
yet.
game, who are we giving credit to for this? Is this Ali Champagne?
I believe that is Ali Champagne. No, it is not Ali
Oh.
Champagne.
Timothy? All right, Timothy, good
All right,
one.
so
Thank you, Timothy.
All right, so Ali's going to put up a take,
Okay.
and we're going to say if it's good or bad, if you agree with it or not agree with it.
All right.
It's pretty simple.
It's an opinion, so there's no wrong answers.
Well, we'll see what you say.
Yeah. All right.
Patriots will win 2 more Super Bowls in the next 4 years. Good take or bad take?
I think it's a good take because they're going to win the Super Bowl this year. So I feel like getting it done this year, and I think Brady will be around for a couple more years. So I'm going to say it's a good take.
Hold on to that second thought because
All right.
that question might be coming up later.
Okay.
I'm going to say it is a bad take
Okay, why?
because I think there's too many things that are going against them over the next few years. age being one of them. And I think that the Patriots that we see now might look a little bit different in 1 or 2 years.
Okay.
So I'm going to say I'm not saying they're not going to win one more.
No. I say that. You're saying 2. So they're going to at least get 1.
I think 2 is a stretch.
Okay.
All right. Next.
Bruins will return to the finals. What do you think?
No. I think it's a bad take.
I think it's a good take. And part of the reason why I think it's a good take is what I said before, is the team, pretty much the same team is returning, and they've got something to prove. They were almost there. So I say this year they actually win it all.
I'm going to say 3 words, and the reason why they're not going to happen.
Okay, 3 words. I'm going to count them.
Tampa Bay Lightning.
Okay.
I think
They're not going to be able to get through Tampa Bay.
No, and I think Tampa Bay, they lost in the opening round last year. They were swept in the opening
Yeah.
round. And there is no way that's happening to Tampa Bay this year. They are so talented. They are extremely talented at every single level of the game. They're gonna win 60, 70 games this year. It's gonna be such a dominant league for them. Bad take.
All right. You want to read this one?
Taco Fall will be a regular contributor for the Celtics.
That's a good take. We just talked about this. Taco Fall he's going to make the roster. I don't think he's going to the Red Claws.
Read it. Will be a regular contributor for the Celtics.
Oh, regular.
A regular. So he will be in a rotation.
Oh, then I'm going to say bad take. He's going to come off the bench for situational basketball.
Okay. So he's not going to be in a rotation then.
No, but he's going to be on the team.
Okay. I'm gonna say bad take also. I think Taco will be on the team, but I don't think he'll be a regular contributor. I think he's going to be at the end of games to sweep things up. If he is a regular contributor, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. It's he either developed immensely. Now, real quick on Taco, found that one of the reasons why he wasn't drafted was because he was going to go to medical school.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
And that
highly intelligent man.
So they stayed away from him because he said, I don't want to play professional basketball.
Wow.
And so then after the draft, he said, oh, maybe I will.
Yeah.
And then this
why not?
game. Now,
just play pro basketball.
How accurate those, I don't know.
Yeah.
But, all right. Next.
Lakers will Lakers will win the. I choked on that. Lakers will win the NBA Finals.
It hurts.
Yeah.
It does hurt.
No, bad take, because of LeBron James. I don't think he can just create a basketball team that he wants that's going to be successful. He's got tons and tons of talent, which to me means they're not making the finals.
He has one player, though, that is can be one of the most dominant players in the league when he wants to be. And I have a feeling that Anthony Davis is going to be a dominant player this year from start to finish. The preseason games that he's played in, it's like he is playing a bunch of middle schoolers.
Right.
He's huge.
Yeah.
He's as wide as our table. I don't want to get off the screen, but he can dominate a game by himself. And now you got LeBron. And I mean, LeBron is a little long in the tooth at this point, but he's still one of the 5 better players in the league.
Sure.
Will they win the NBA Finals? I don't know. I mean, it's a bad take because there's so many other teams, but they're going to be there at the end.
Okay. Tom Brady wins MVP this year. I'm going to say it's a bad take. The Patriots are going to win the Super Bowl. Are we talking about league MVP?
Yeah. Is there another one?
Well, Super Bowl.
Okay, all right.
So sorry. But no, I think it's a bad take. I think Tom Brady is going to continue to have decent games. I don't think he's going to put up the numbers that he's put up in the past that might be MVP-esque. But I think thanks to the Patriots' defense, they're going to win the Super Bowl.
I think it's a bad take because I think the only way that the Patriots win the Super Bowl is if they start running the ball and they play awesome defense.
Yep.
And that Brady just falls in line and protects the ball and stops throwing, interceptions in the red zone and stuff like that. So I think it's a bad take. I think if he has MVP numbers, they're in trouble.
Yeah. Good point.
Yeah. All right.
Tom Brady will be a Patriot next year. I'm going to say bad take because if the Patriots win the Super Bowl this year, he retires. I don't think he continues playing. I think he's done.
I'm going to say good take because I just don't see the Crafts letting him play anywhere else.
I agree with that. Yeah.
I think that they're going to be, and I'd also say that if it came down to Belichick or Brady, I think the Crafts would choose Brady at this point.
So with my answer though, sorry to interrupt. My answer is if they win the Super Bowl, he retires. That's my prediction.
45.
Okay, but that's my prediction.
Okay.
But if they don't win the Super Bowl, I agree with you. He's a Patriot next year.
I think that he wants to play to 45 just to prove that he can do it. I think it matters to his marketing, to the TB12 brand.
Sure, the pliability and all that. Yeah,
that he can do it, and
okay.
I think he's going to do it.
All right. Bill Belichick will coach the Patriots next year. Well, we just kind of talked about that. I'm going to say it's a good take. I think if they win the Super Bowl, if they don't win the Super Bowl, I think Bill comes back, unless, Brady puts him in a position where he says, I'm going to walk and play for another team, and then Belichick might be gone.
I think it's a good take because both his sons, I was listening to an interview of his, both his sons are on the staff. Mm-hmm. He's talked about how awesome it is that he can coach with his sons.
With his kids.
His sons are not ready to have a job without his dad there.
Right.
Without their dad there.
Right.
And so I don't see them getting hired without him there. So he sticks around for at least a couple more years.
To groom them.
Yeah.
Kingswood will win a state title this year in anything. I'm going to go, we have a ski meister. So I think that's a good take.
I think it's a good take.
I think Allie Bean is going to be a ski meister year 2.
I was thinking the same thing, that Allie Bean is going to make that a good take.
Yep.
Don't let us down, Allie.
Jimmy Garoppolo will come back to the Patriots. Well, his San Francisco 49ers are currently undefeated. He's playing okay.
Playing okay.
Yeah, he's playing okay.
The running game is pretty impressive.
I think it's a good take. I think Garoppolo ends up back in New England at some point in his career.
I think if Belichick coaches for at least 5 more years, then Garoppolo comes back.
Okay.
For another coach, I don't think he comes back. So I'm going to say it's a bad take.
All right.
Because I don't think...
You don't think Belichick will be around?
5 years, I don't think so.
Okay. Tiger Woods will catch Jack Nicklaus. How many more does he need?
He needs, I
Do we
think,
know that?
3.
He needs 3 more. So with 3
go
more, this will be our last one.
We'll have to go
I'm going to
rapid.
say this is a bad take. I don't think he's going to win 3 more.
All right, bad take. We're going to go rapid fire in these last 4.
All right.
All right, Allie, quickly.
Defense wins championships in general. Bad take. I think defense is extremely important when you need to score points.
Good take. Next.
Red Sox will trim their payroll by $40 million. Bad take.
Good take. John Henry's he's tight right now.
Red Sox get to the playoffs next year. Good take.
Bad take. They're trimming their payroll by $40 million.
Mookie plays for the Red Sox next year. Bad take. He's gone.
Right now, it's a good take because they don't have anybody to trade him. They don't have a general manager, so there's nobody to actually deal him.
Okay. Chris Sale wins Cy Young next year. That's a bad take.
Bad take.
I don't know if Sale's going to pitch like he ever pitched.
I think that was the last one.
All right.
That was the last one.
Well, that was fun.
Nice job.
We're out of time, too.
All right, so anything else, Charlie? If you have anything, we don't have any time for it.
I don't have any time. So.
All right, so that's going to be it for us. Mike and the Hoss of Wolfeboro Community Television. We want to thank Ali Champagne behind the glass, and we will see you next week.
Go Knights.
Go Knights.